Welcome to the DX Today News Desk, where you get facts and no hype. Today is Friday, January 23rd, 2026. We begin with a significant perspective on the future of the workforce from the leader of the world's most valuable chipmaker.
We start with NVIDIA. In a landscape often dominated by fears of displacement, CEO Jensen Huang is offering a more nuanced take on the labor market. Speaking this week, Huang emphasized that artificial intelligence should be viewed as a tool that changes the composition of jobs rather than eliminating them entirely. He distinguishes between a job and the tasks that comprise it. Huang argues that by automating specific repetitive tasks, AI allows professionals, such as software engineers and radiologists, to operate at a higher level of quality and scale. His comments suggest a future where AI acts as an amplifier of human capability, redesigning workflows rather than replacing the workforce.
Moving to Microsoft, the company has introduced a critical transparency tool for web publishers. A new feature within the Microsoft Clarity Analytics platform, dubbed Bot Activity, now allows website owners to specifically identify and track traffic coming from AI crawlers and automated agents. This development is significant as it offers publishers early visibility into how their content is being accessed and potentially scraped by major AI models before that data appears in generated citations or summaries. It represents a step toward balancing the relationship between content creators and the infrastructure training the next generation of models.
Over at Google, the focus is on enterprise reliability rather than consumer chatbots. Google DeepMind has announced a breakthrough in automated software maintenance. While previous reports speculated on a general-purpose Gemini 3 model, Google has instead deployed a specialized, high-fidelity model aimed specifically at refactoring legacy codebases. This system reportedly reduces hallucination rates in syntax generation by 40% compared to previous iterations. By targeting the unglamorous but critical back-end infrastructure of the Internet, Google is positioning its AI stack as the primary tool for modernizing the world's aging digital foundations. Turning to Apple, contrary to rumors of a dependency on Google's models, Apple is doubling down on its proprietary architecture. The company announced today that Apple Intelligence is expanding to the HomePod and tvOS ecosystems, powered entirely by Apple's own silicon and private cloud compute. While the company acknowledges it remains open to third-party extensions for specific queries, today's update confirms that the core foundation of the Apple ecosystem remains strictly first-party. This move reinforces Apple's privacy-first strategy, ensuring that personal home data remains processed locally or within Apple's own secure cloud enclave.
At OpenAI, the company is shifting focus from hardware rumors to software reality. The company has officially rolled out Operator, a new agentic AI framework designed for enterprise clients. Unlike standard chatbots, Operator is engineered to handle multi-step workflows autonomously, such as data entry, scheduling, and complex document analysis, without constant human prompting. This release signals OpenAI's intent to embed itself deeply into corporate operations, moving beyond creative generation into functional, autonomous productivity. It marks a clear pivot toward high-value business automation for the upcoming fiscal year.
Meta is executing a strategic realignment. The company confirmed it is permanently laying off over 270 employees, primarily within its Reality Labs division in California. This restructuring serves as a clear indicator of Meta's shifting priorities, moving resources away from its long-term metaverse hardware bets to fuel its aggressive competition in the generative AI landscape. The cuts, affecting teams in Burlingame and Los Angeles, suggest that Mark Zuckerberg is streamlining operations to ensure Meta's Llama models and AI infrastructure remain competitive against surging rivals in the open-source space.
Anthropic continues to differentiate itself through governance. The AI Lab has published a revised constitution for its Claude models. This document explicitly codifies the values and rules the AI must adhere to during interactions, part of the company's trademark constitutional AI approach. By publicly releasing these guidelines, Anthropic is aiming to set a standard for transparency and safety in the industry. The update addresses evolving concerns regarding bias and operational safety, ensuring that as their models become more powerful, the guardrails guiding them remain robust and publicly verifiable.
Samsung is refining its mobile AI strategy.
The electronics giant announced a significant update for its Bixby Assistant on the new Galaxy S26 lineup. Correcting earlier speculation about a total engine replacement, Samsung is adopting a hybrid approach. The core system control will now be powered by Samsung's upgraded proprietary Gauss 2 model for low-latency on-device tasks. However, for complex web queries, users can now opt in to third-party plugins, including Perplexity and others, to extend capabilities. This strategy allows Samsung to maintain control over hardware integration while leveraging specialized search engines for broader knowledge.
xAI is facing renewed scrutiny regarding content safety. A new study released today indicates that the company's Grok model generated approximately 3 million sexualized images over a span of just 11 days. These findings have drawn immediate attention from safety advocates and regulators who are concerned about the apparent lack of effective guardrails in the model's image generation tools. This report highlights the persistent challenge of content moderation in open-ended generative AI, specifically when balancing free speech principles with the prevention of non-consensual or harmful imagery.
Intel is making a tactical personnel move to shore up its hardware division. The chipmaker has hired a top executive, formerly of Qualcomm, to lead its GPU engineering for data centers. This strategic hire comes as Intel attempts to claw back market share in the AI accelerator space, which is currently dominated by NVIDIA. By bringing in external leadership with a strong track record in mobile and efficient computing, Intel signals a commitment to optimizing its broader reorganization plan, focusing intensely on the high-performance computing required for enterprise AI workloads. In the UK, the government has reversed course on a major infrastructure project. Authorities admitted that the approval for a massive new AI data center in Buckinghamshire was unlawful and has been quashed. This decision follows successful legal challenges centered on the facility's environmental impact and the planning processes used. This ruling represents a significant regulatory bottleneck for AI expansion in the region, highlighting the growing tension between the desperate need for compute power and the rigid requirements of local environmental and zoning laws. Finally, we look at the intersection of AI and the creative arts. Hollywood stars Scarlett Johansson and Cate Blanchett are spearheading a new campaign accusing major technology companies of intellectual property theft. The initiative demands stricter regulations and clear compensation models regarding the use of films, audio, and likenesses in the training of generative AI models. As the quality of AI-generated video and audio improves, this campaign marks an intensification of the conflict between the entertainment industry and the tech sector, moving beyond strike negotiations into direct public advocacy.
That wraps up our briefing for today from the DX Today news desk, where you get facts and no hype. Thanks for listening.